everyone. It's Michelle McLean, your host for Top Industry Professionals, Tip Radio International Radio Podcast, where we showcase prestigious top professionals from all industries all over the globe to share their experiences and stories of success. We have a very special guest joining us today from California, who is an inspiration. For 3 decades, she has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to helping children in need. She is a philanthropist, humanitarian, and influential thought leader who has made a tremendous global impact in her community. She was just recently selected as the International Association of Top Professionals Empowered Women of the Year and Top Executive Director of the Decade for her outstanding leadership, dedication, and commitment to the industry. Please, everybody, welcome to our wonderful show today, the amazing Executive Director of Santa Claus Inc., Karen DiCarlo. Welcome, Karen.
Hi, thank you, Michelle. It's a pleasure to be here.
Wow. So I missed you in Nashville at the gala last year. I'm looking
Yes.
forward to seeing you in Las Vegas.
Yes.
For all our listeners out there, I've got to know you very, very well, in fact, through all the information that I have on you and the background and your work in the community. But for all our listeners out there, please tell your amazing story.
Well, my history with Santa Claus Inc. started 40 years ago in 1984. And I've always said 30 years ago, but this morning I had the nerve to actually figure out the number. So I'm in my 41st year with the organization. I started in 1984. I was in National Charity League with my daughters, and they do philanthropy work. So we were making layettes for the organization, and I dropped them off at their warehouse. And I was asked if I would do their major fundraising event, and I had never even been to it before. So I said yes. So my first year of real involvement, I was the chairman of our major fundraising gala, which started in the early 70s. It's called Christmas Tree Lane. And it's a black tie evening gala for about 500 guests, and then a luncheon and a Macy's fashion show the next day for about 1,000 women. So I loved doing that. And so I did that fundraising job for about 4 years. Then I became president of the board, and I was president for 10 years. And then I took a little hiatus. My husband bought a minor league baseball team, so I went with him. And I was the person out in the community with the players. And I loved just working in the schools. I embraced it. I loved it. So I went back to Santa Claus, and I volunteered for another few years, and it just seemed like the organization was it was ready to blossom. So in 2012, they asked me if I would become the first ever executive director. And I said yes, again, not knowing exactly what an executive director is supposed to do. But anyway, that year, we were, up until 2012, we were we were a Christmas distribution program for, in 2012, about 18,000 children. So I took up the reins and started to build some partnerships. I could see that the organization was ready to go. I saw the needs in our communities and developed our year-round program. It's called YES. The first year we served maybe just a couple hundred kids through that program with essential needs. And now the last 2 or 3 years, we've served 250,000 kids through our year-round services. So it's grown a lot. And, it's just a labor of love for me and for everybody else that works at Santa Claus.
So I'm very intrigued to know. So does Santa Claus arrive throughout the year to these children physically?
Santa Claus does, well, he does on occasions. we, coming up, he'll be in schools starting next month. He'll be going into kinder classes. Last year, he visited 60 schools, and he read to them and talked to them about being good and being nice to their friends and minding their parents, and then gave them each a present. So that's upcoming. 2 weeks ago on Saturday, we had a big event with Toys for Tots and Good 360. And we had 1,000 kids and their families at our facility. And so we gave away 2 to 3 toys per kid. And we had a partnership with Nike. We gave away Nike Air Jordans and bikes and scooters and pogo sticks, and it was a great thing. So we do things all year. We actually serve kids, well, almost every day. Tomorrow, foster parents are going to pick up everything that their 2 new foster kids need. They were called by CPS and asked if they would take these 2 children, siblings, 4 and 5, and they said yes. They didn't have any time. CPS showed up an hour later with the kids. So we're providing everything that they need. We do it all the time, every week, all throughout the year.
Gosh, Karen, you have a heart of gold. I mean, I'm just getting tears in my eyes now, just thinking how tough it must be for youngsters to be displaced from their home and to find a home, but then also I'm just getting very emotional. Also for you to have an organization that supports people, yes, just basically putting their lives on the line for not even their own children.
Yes, and this is a special couple. They lost 2 children. They were finally able to adopt a foster child who's 8, and now they're taking more children into their home. So we're there to help them. And the kids, they will make a haul. They'll probably have a carload of everything that the kids need tomorrow.
That is absolutely amazing. So when you go to sleep at night, you must think, your Mother Christmas.
Yeah.
You work with Santa Claus every day. What would your advice be to anybody wanting to get into your profession, into this field?
Nonprofit is a business, obviously. It's a little bit different because most nonprofits work with societal issues. I think there's 2 big differences. Number one, nonprofits use a lot of volunteer hours, and in California, a volunteer hour is worth almost $40. So hundreds of thousands of dollars of savings for our particular organization due to the high volume of volunteers. The other thing is, if you're going to go into the nonprofit world, you better love it. Don't go into it for the money.
Well, I have to, share your sentiments on that. I've had a foundation now for 35 years, and I started it before I started my career when I was 19. And, I didn't realize that it's a full-time job.
Yes. Well, that's right. It's you have to go out and raise the money, and that's a challenge, obviously, for any nonprofit. So there are differences, but if you love helping other people, nonprofit is the way to go, in my opinion.
So what skills would you need? Would you say that, networking is really important because you need to obviously have a donor base?
Absolutely. Networking is key. Collaborating with others. I've worked really long and hard to build strong relationships. Actually, our biggest partners are on the East Coast. One is in Washington, D.C., and one's in Virginia. They are awesome. Through those 2 organizations, I'm able to receive millions of dollars in new essential needs products every year, many millions of dollars. They are my link to to businesses like Amazon, Walmart, and others. They also have their fingers on the pulse of the big companies like Carter's and Mattel and other companies that provide things for children. They're amazing partnerships. And then there's collaborative partnerships that are closer by. I mean, we collaborate and work with 110, at this point, 110 other nonprofits. We provide the product for them so they can carry out their missions. We also work in San Bernardino and Riverside County, also called the Inland Empire in California, I don't even know how many school districts. I estimate 58 to 68 to 70, I don't know, but a lot of school districts too. So we're able to get to the kids that are in most need by going through the representatives of those school districts. So
that's tremendous work, Karen. Congratulations to you and your team. And just talking about you for a second, and not you have an amazing organization, but throughout your illustrious career, you've won numerous awards and honors. You've been featured on magazines and TV shows. So congratulations on all your work. Very, very impressive. But what would you say is one of the highlights, or can you mention 2 or 3 highlights of your career?
Well, I think you're right. I have won a lot of things, and I'm grateful for everything. There's one in particular that stands out because it was the interview process for the Entrepreneur of the Year award was grueling. The first year that I was nominated for this great award through Cal State University in California was a disaster. When I got up to give my elevator speech, I couldn't even remember the name of the organization. So that was that. The second year I thought I did pretty good, but I wasn't chosen as a finalist. But I was nominated a third time by someone else, and I did okay, I thought. They had a wonderful gala, and I was sitting there watching the videos of the businesses who I was up against. And I thought, there is no way in the world that I am ever going to get this award. And they called my name. I don't even remember going to the stage. I don't know what I said, but that was just such a highlight for me to win that Social Entrepreneur of the Year award. I'll never forget that feeling. The other thing I think that's really special to me is to have had the opportunity to be the architect of the growth of this organization. It's been so meaningful to me to be able to form so many wonderful relationships. We're actually going to be have our VIP reception in October. We're going to honor Mattel Toys. They're actually our neighbors. They're only 2 miles away. And every year they donate. This year they donated a truckload of American Girl dolls and other beautiful things, just gorgeous things. So we're going to honor Mattel. They were actually my first real partnership that I formed many years ago, even before I was executive director. So we have lots of good friends in the industry and lots of good partners and many, many, many local collaborations to make all of this, try to make all of this work for the kids.
Yeah, and it's such precious time when you're a child and you have dreams and aspirations, and seeing how needy and underserved so many communities are, and it just gives such joy to their lives. Do you work only in the United States, or do you have an international network?
We have sent stuff overseas. We have, especially to Africa. We've helped. We work with many churches, and we've sent quite a bit of stuff over to Africa. We also help Mexico. We send stuff down to orphanages through churches in Mexico. We think that the children here in the Inland Empire are living in poverty, but when you see the kids in Mexico and Africa, it doesn't look so bad here. So they need a lot of help. We have a lot of stuff. And so we're able to help other kids in other places.
Well, I would love to reach out to you and communicate about Namibia in Africa. There's
Yes,
huge, huge need there. And
do that.
the
Do that.
children are beyond happy with that.
Well, you know, it takes so little to make a child happy. And some of the children in other places don't have anything. So it makes us feel good. Well, that is not our mission is not to go worldwide. I would say that we do it probably as much as many other organizations. So we're really proud of that.
That's wonderful work you're doing. Now, talking about all the work that you're doing, but do you ever have time to have a little bit of fun? What do you do on your off time?
Well, I'm a frustrated creative person. I have always loved to sew. I love to do things, handicrafts, flower arranging, you name it. I don't have much time. So my creative outlet is to decorate the heck out of my house for every season and every holiday. So nobody really cares to see it except for me, but it's fun for me. I have a holiday tree for every season. And that's what I do right now for creativity. I also have always been, I've always loved to exercise. I've gone the gamut of, jazzercise, aerobic dancing. But I broke my pelvis 2 years ago, and I wanted to find something that could strengthen my core. So I started doing Pilates, and I love Pilates. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, I've only been at it a year. Tomorrow's my 100th class. So I'm really proud of that I've stuck with it. And I want to continue doing that because while it's not really an exercise for weight loss, at my age, strengthening my core is the most important thing. So I love that. I really do. Of course, I love spending time with my kids and my grandkids, but everybody's so busy. Even though they're all close by, everybody's just busy like I am. So sometimes it's hard to get together, but we try. And I also have a new great-granddaughter. So I'm great-grandma now.
Wow, congratulations. You do not look like a great-grandma. That is.
Well, thank you. Well, no, I am. And then I'm very blessed to have a husband of 57 years. And we just had our 57th anniversary, and he's always been very supportive of everything I've done. We have mutual respect for each other, and he's my best buddy. I love to sit at night and watch Netflix with him and just to sit with him. So I'm still in love with him after all these years. Since I'm 19 years old, we got married when I was 20. So we've been well blessed.
What a milestone. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you do. When you talk about him, your eyes light up and you look.
Yeah. Even though sometimes, well, I know him pretty well.
How can you not after 57 years?
Really? Yes, I know. So, but it's wonderful. I just feel like we're so blessed.
There right now. Is that him there?
That's him. He just walked past.
Come and say hi to us. Hello.
Hello.
She was just waxing lyrical about you and how passionate she is about you and loves you so much after 57 years.
It's a long time.
It's a fantastic time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, we're going for 100.
Yeah, right. That would be wonderful, but I don't think that'll be during our lifetime.
Bye-bye.
Wonderful to meet you.
Thank you.
And you got I wouldn't call it the elephant in the room. I would call it the parrot in the room. We've heard it.
Yes, they still won't shut up. They're our smallest members of our family. We have horses, dogs, cats, and birds.
I love that they're so vocal.
Oh, they always get very vocal when anybody's around. they're quiet when there's nobody talking, but as soon as we turn on the TV or get on the phone, they chime in. So
I thought it was just me. They heard my shrill voice and then they were like,
no, that's the birds. It's I can't even remember their names. I don't take care of them. They're not really birds that get out of their cage. So, but they're pretty.
Shriek and Shrieker, or
yeah.
whatever they are that day.
Chipmunks, Theo, and I don't know, the 3 chipmunks. Their name's Theo and something else. I don't know. Theodora, yes, and Alvin. Theodora and Alvin.
Fantastic.
So they like to be in on interviews. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, it's been a lovely interview, Karen. And how do all our members at IAOTP get hold of you to hear more about your inspirational stories and what they can do to help the organization?
Okay, they can go to santaclausinc.org. They can even email me at karen.diccarlo@santaclausinc.com. I answer my emails like umpteen times a day. So that's really the best way. If it goes to the website, then it has to go through whatever. But I'm always happy to answer any questions, and always happy to have new supporters too.
Good. Well, I'm sure our members at IAOTP, they're always ready to support everyone in the community of our wonderful family. So thank you for sharing your story today. And
thank you, Michelle.
Extended family, including the parrots and the
horses. Yes. Thank you.
All right. Lots of love.
You too. God bless. Bye-bye.